It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense, how do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit for that. But I'd like to see them spread teams out just.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We are here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We are live at the Amway Center, home of the Magic. And, of course, Rodney Stuck. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And as shocked as people are, they would trade away a player of his caliber, Kevin. They didn't just let him go for nothing. They got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And that's the idea. You know, you want to build a foundation on which this team. Continue to move upward. So certainly some fans unhappy to see him go, but fans will be patient and they also continue to be fans.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers. The mayor is out there with Miller. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Rain Man, and it's Hibbert in at the 5, roaming the paint. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Misses the step-back jump shot. And here are the Pacers now. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building. And there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
It's blocked by Shaq. From 11 feet away, got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Here's the dude. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now, here is Miller. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Indiana shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
They get it back. O'Neal, and he dunks it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Shaq with the screen. There's a good screen. guard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
O'Neal hits them both. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's the Mayor, guarded by Hardaway. Artest kicks to Hibbert. Miller outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the Mayor. Rebound by the Magic. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Here's the dude. Ball stolen. Here's the Mayor. Here's Artest. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yeah, earlier I spoke with Scott Skiles. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now he's one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris. John Henson's checked in for Roy Hibbert.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's Miller penetrating. The layup missed.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Hardaway passes to O'Neal from 10 feet out. And Henson pulls it down.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Indiana moving the ball around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The Mayor's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Hardaway. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of throwing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off. Their backcourt is phenomenal, Kevin. Absolutely phenomenal. That's why they've been given the green light every time they touch the ball.
The 11-footer, once again off the mark, Orlando. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's the Mayor. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Hardaway with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Pistons in Detroit. Screen by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wagner. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. He has 5.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
They set the pick. Pass to Artest. Here's Rain Man. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's the Beast. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Dishes to O'Neal. Pass to Wagner. Back to Shaq. The 15-footer. He squares up and sinks it. O'Neal's got 8.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
The Great One's checked in for the Pacers. Here's the Great One. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Orlando, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. There's the pick. Payton kicks to Gordon. To the right side. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Henson. Passes it to the mayor. Left side, Miller. The pass to Rainman. Here's the mayor. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off the turnover.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Evan Fournier's checked in for the Beast. Indiana also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Rainman. Big Cat comes in for Miller. And it's Red Hot in for the Mayor. Now here's Gordon. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Second chance shot, but 2. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Red Hot. His last 10 games, 1st in rebounding, 1st in steals. And then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
First one falls for him. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Indiana's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points run up from outside here in the first. Big Cat, the pass to Young. 11 feet away, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim, as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Here's Red Hot. The Magic getting the bucket. Young pass to the Great One, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
They've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Dude. Now here's Payton. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Red Hot. Pass to the Great One. But Trey. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Fournier dishes to Dedmon. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Payton drives in. It's blocked. Young against Gordon. Young passes to Red Hot. Young, a screen on Payton. Red Hot the pass to Young. Good on the triple. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Payton. And there's the feed to Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. And he gets it to go.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing 2-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Now Young. He also played really well in that win against the Heat. Here's Red Hot. Payton gets a hand on it. Here's Fournier. Vucevic down low. Defended by Young. And you can count he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Orlando leading by 3. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Big Cat, the pass to Red Hot. Screen by Young. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Stripped away. Payton outside. He feeds it to Dedmon. The dish to Fournier. Here's the screen to the inside. Here's Vucevic. And Henson pulls it down.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Red Hot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Nelson. Here's Vucevic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Magic. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
We got the dude. Jameer Nelson is out there with the Beast. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's the Mayor. Hibbert with a screen on Nelson. The Mayor passes to Hibbert. From 15 feet away, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Shaq with the screen. Here's the dude, covered by Hibbert. It's hauled in by Artest. Indiana trailing here. Pass to the Mayor. Hibbert with a screen on Shaq. Feeds it to Miller. And he had space. Again, Indiana. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Now, here is Nelson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in three-point shooting, second in field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 2 in scoring points in transition. This is a team that really pushes the ball ahead and tries to score before the defense gets set.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens. And creating those open looks, that's been key.
Hardaway's checked in for the Magic. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 10 points for the Mayor.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to the dude. The Pacers pull it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Good.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look in that range. He's got to take it. You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll. And that lead pass allowed them to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Out left to the wing. Here's the Mayor. No good from outside.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Pass to the Beast. Screen by O'Neal. The Beast. And a miss there on the triple.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Down low. And he gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 11. 6 to shoot. The Mayor passes to Hibbert. Cannot hit. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's the dude. He's got 9. Passes to Wagner. Here's the screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. So as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
A moment here to see the numbers for Miller. Putting up about 18 points per 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Here's the dude. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And it's Miller in the corner. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Indiana. And so here's Orlando. Here's the dude. His last outing, he had 8 points.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Jeff?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's the Mayor. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Mayor's got the game tied up here for Indiana. Outside Hardaway. Here's the dude. Pacers with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's the Mayor. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
It's really an extraordinary game for the Mayor. He has 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Hey, Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunity.
And he gets the bucket.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Here's the pass to Raymond. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 11. Puts it up from 17, but he gets it back. 5 on the clock. Pass to the Mayor. And he knocks down the jumper. The Mayor's got 8 points in the quarter. The Magic have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Kicks to O'Neal. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Now with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. You take a look at the Mayor, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
Well, this kind of ball distribution is necessary for a team to succeed now and later in the season. He can keep it up. I think more guys on the squad will get involved and produce at a higher level.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. John Henson's checked in for Rain Man. The great one comes in for Red Hot. Big Cat is checked in for Miller. And it's Red Hot in for the Mayor. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Pacers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier's checked in. All free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
They struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but that's changed. They're almost at 85% for the game now.
Hardaway kicks to Fournier. Passes it to the Beast. Here's the 3. No luck, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Launches a 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hardaway dishes to Gordon. Here's the Beast. Nails the 16-footer. The Beast's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive play.
Now here's Hardaway. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Picked by Vucevic. The Beast passes to Vucevic. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people with the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound. So you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the bump.
That's a good point. Now here's Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Check by Vucevic. Payton drives in. Unloads from 13. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
The Magic making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Here's Red Hot. Misses off the right eye.
Defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Payton drives in. Kick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Vucevic. For 3, Fournier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from this.
And Young slams it home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And Orlando has possession. Following the score by Indiana. Fournier dishes to Payton. And that one's good. Payton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
1:25 left in the first half. There's Red Hot, covered by Payton. Offensive rebound, Henson, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
It's a good job from the foul line here. They'll need to continue to convert their chances in order to get back in it.
Pacers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. If you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Now here's Vucevic. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the miss from Vucevic. Henson with the screen. Red Hot the pass to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the great one. Rebound by the Magic.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Here's Young. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Magic lead by 3. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out of the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. The Mayor having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court for Indiana. They've got red hot. Roy Hibbert is out there with Rain Man. Then there's the Mayor, and it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. Here's Hardaway after Indiana gets the three. Here's the Dude. And the layup's good off the glass. The Dude's got 13. Indiana's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Miller outside. They set the screen. Here's Artest. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Orlando leading. Up to the right wing. Here's the Dude, covered by Hibbert. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Miller, no up.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's the Beast. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists now in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Artest with the screen on Hardaway. Three-pointer. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Artest. Outside Hardaway. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's the Mayor, guarded by Hardaway. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Orlando with the ball. A 2-point game. There's the pass to the Dude. Shoots. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's the Mayor, guarded by Hardaway. Pass to Artest. He kicks to Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Here's the Mayor, and that's going to be a travel. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Look at Rain Man, among the league leaders, 4th in score.
he is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list.
Really left alone that time. The Dudes got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Shaq doing a nice job setting that screen.
Here's the Mayor, guarded by Hardaway. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And stolen by Hibbert. The Mayor passes to Miller. Here's the Mayor. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. 18 points for the Mayor.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Here's the Dude, covered by Hibbert. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's the Mayor. 18 points for him. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Roy Hibbert.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Rain Man. He's been dominant over the last month. First in rebounding, first in assists, and he's an absolutely devastating offensive weapon. Number 2 in the league in scoring.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Roy Hibbert. Pass to the Dude. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And Shaq with the slam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Their front court is taking charge, dominating the paint. They simply outplayed the opposing bigs.
Miller outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. That's short off the rim. Magic leading by 4. This is to O'Neal. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Talk about a terrific game for Shaq. He has 18 points and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Pacers trail by 6. And there's the feed to Hibbert. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Hardaway, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Good on the second free throw. For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Rain Man, and that one is hammered home.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah,
step back and squared up. Rain Man's got 4 points this quarter.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the shot by Penny Hardaway. The Mayor passes to Hibbert, stolen by O'Neal. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Gordon comes in for the Dude. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pacers trail by 4. Henson with the screen. Passes it to the Great One. No good on the triple. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding feature all-star front court. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Shots good.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Now here is Hardaway. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. You know what? Magic leading by 4. The Beast passes to Hardaway. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jameer Nelson's checked in for the Beast. It was red hot. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And it's blocked by Gordon.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Orlando. Vucevic with it. 5 points in the game. At the top of the key, Gordon. Lock at 6. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Right away, that's a 2-pointer. Pacers with the rebound. Henson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Big Cat. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Number 1, the Pacers.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Rain Man checked in for Young. Both shots good from the stripe.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Now here's Hardaway. At the elbow, Vucevic pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Vucevic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Big Cat, the pass to the Great. Here's Rain Man. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rain Man's got 6 in the quarter.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Offensive rebound, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Here's Hardaway, following the score by Indiana. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Dedmon. It's deflected. Near the three-point line, it's Nelson. Orlando gets it back. That's good by Dedmon.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Big Cat. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Good on the shot. And that's now 9 points for Vucevic.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Henson with the screen. And there's the pass to Big Cat. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Nelson outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the first one at the line is good. Fournier's checked in for Hardaway. And the Pacers also making a change. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Henson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 7. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Hibbert missing. Now, here is Nelson. Gordon kicks to Nelson. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Vucevic has got 11 points. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Magic. They're up by 9. 2K Sports. Back in a moment from the Amway Center. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Payton. Beast out there with Payton, and it's the dude. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal, and it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's the Beast. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Payton. Pass to Wagner. No one near him. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The dude moves off the pick and hammers it home.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
And he gets it to go.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Pacers trail by 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. The Mayor passes to Artest. Out to Miller. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Magic leading by 10. The Beast passes to Wagner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So he can't get either to fall.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Dudes got 8 rebounds in this game. Wagner passes to Payton. To the middle. That's tipped and stolen by Miller. Moving it up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Orlando has possession. Following the score by Indiana. The wing jumper off target. Hibbert at the elbow. Passes it to the main. Hibbert with the screen. Down low. A look from Artest. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's the Beast. He feeds it to Hardaway. There's the pass to the Dude. Trying to get back on track. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Pacers trail by 6. The Mayor passes to Raymond. Off target with his 3.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to the Dude. There's the dish to O'Neal. Can't get it to fall.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Shots good by Miller.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Magic leading by 3. O'Neal is screen on Hibbert. Up off the stone.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
Dude, you talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Now, Artest, following Penny Hardaway's 3-point attempt. And the whistle blows, it's going to be on Rain Man. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to the Dude. Here's Wagner. Drills the leaner.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
A pass to Raymond. Pass to the main. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway's got his 3rd rebound on the night. They set the pick. Passes it to the Dude. Got a piece of it. Here's the Mayor. Guarded by Hardaway. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket for Miller.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's the Dude. Off target from outside. Miller outside. The pass to the main to tie it up. Cannot hit. And Orlando the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Beast passes to Wagner. to the Beast. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Indiana now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. There's the pick. Miller, that's for 2. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Now just a 1-point Magic lead. Now Hardaway. Screen by O'Neal. Here's the Beast. This is it to Wagner. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pacers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Miller dishes to Hibbert. To the paint to take the lead. He takes it up and lays it in. 16 points for Rain Man. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
There's a screen. Hibbert with the screen. Here's the Mayor. On the wing, Miller. Puts it up. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Dudes got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hardaway passes to Wagner. Miller. Here's the Dude. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now it's a 3-point Orlando lead. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Mayor, guarded by Hardaway. The Mayor passes to Hibbert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Mayor. Orlando grabs the miss. The Dudes got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. That's good. 9 points for the Beast.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Nice game. Great performance by the Dude.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials. No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Rain Man. He has 18 points and a couple of nice steals, too. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor. I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's the Mayor. Hibbert with the screen. The Mayor passes to Miller. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Inside, the Dude, and Hibbert with the block. 3-on-3. It's Miller on the wing to take the lead, and he gets it to go. Miller's got 16 here in the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Indiana.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they really forced the issue on Reed and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Nice game. Great performance by the dude.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
Can't hit, so Indiana will take it the other way. Here's the Mayor. Hibbert with the screen. To the inside. Out to Miller. 5 on the clock. Indiana moving it around. Offensive rebound. Orlando leading. Here's the Beast. It's hauled in by Artest. And Indiana shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. There's the steal. Here's Wagner. It's good.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Feeds it to Artest. Count! And that shot brings them to within just one. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Hardaway gets the shot. That's Hardaway. All alone. Buries it.
Defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hibbert with the screen. Miller outside. From 15 feet away, Orlando grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, standing here with Jameer Nelson. And what were the elements, Jameer, that helped contribute to this win?
Collective effort. I mean, we did things together defensively, first and foremost. And offensively, you know, we have enough guys to score the ball.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me,